I'm gonna do some shredded cabbage, and this is gonna be for my or coleslaw. I'm gonna do some shredded cabbage, right? And this is gonna top off my tacos. And all it is a nice gliding of my peeler, and it is the perfect width of what I need to get done. So I am making some pico. I finally diced up some tomatoes. I used a whole plum tomato. I chopped up some cilantro. This is about 2 tablespoons of cilantro, finely diced. I have a half cup of chopped onions. I have 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. I'm gonna then add in a tablespoon of olive oil. I'm gonna drop a pinch of sea salt. I don't want to do too much because I'm gonna be making a jerk shrimp taco. So I'm gonna have seasoning on all those other items with my jerk shrimp. So all I need to do is make a mild pico, and by making my mild pico, the other flavors from the shrimp is going to then turn around and enhance the flavors of the pico. So I'm not going to add the jalapeno or the hot peppers to this, and my reason for that, simple. The shrimp itself will be all spiced up. So we're just looking for a mild topping to sort of cut into the heat and bring our tacos to looking something super beautiful. So while my vinegar, my oil, my salt, my tomato and cilantro and onion is in this, we're gonna have it to sit aside and sort of let it sort of blend together, marinate if you choose to say that. All the flavors coming together with that. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna sit this aside. I already shredded my cabbage. We're then gonna make some marmalade or remoulade. We're gonna then make some remoulade and make this thing pop. So we're gonna make some remoulade. I'm gonna use because I'm doing this for maybe about 3 people. I don't want to do a whole lot, so I'm gonna use some mayo. I'm using about 3 to 4 tablespoons of mayo. I'm gonna use 1 tablespoon of lime juice. Just a little bit more. There we go. We're in turn gonna add some sea salt, about a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. As I said, because your stuff is gonna be seasoned, I don't want to add too much off. We're then gonna add in some Cajun seasoning. I'm gonna use a 1 teaspoon of Cajun seasoning. We're gonna mix that in there. We're also gonna use the same. We'll use some mustard. Now you can use some Dijon mustard if you want to. I'm just using some yellow mustard. About a tablespoon of yellow mustard. We're gonna mix that in there. Now what this is going to do, it's gonna help to soothe the heat of our It's going to help to soothe the heat of our jerk shrimp. I'm going to also add in maybe just a little, just a pinch, 1/4 teaspoon tops of paprika. We're going to mix that in. We're going to have it sitting aside. You can add any much flavor you want to. I'm going to add a little more paprika because I want my remoulade to have some, oops, maybe too much. Again, no harm done. So roughly it's about a tablespoon of this paprika that we've added in here, right? No harm done. Paprika, just a color-filled spice. not really that of which offers a spicy or a salty flavor. So it's more just a color. So it doesn't hurt by adding a little more by preference, right? I added my Cajun seasoning. Now if you really want to do it a little bit more, you can add some seafood seasoning, some obe, just a touch. There we go. That's going to add so much more flavor in there. Oh my, I'm telling you, you're going to have some fun stuff with this. Real fun stuff with this. So family, I have a pack of pounds small shrimp, and I choose to use the small shrimp because I'm putting it on taco. I want it to fit into my taco shell or my tortilla shell. I don't want little supersized ones. We'll do the supersized tacos we'll do the supersized shrimp when we're making a special meal beyond just a filler, because with a taco, your filling, which in this case your shrimp, is really a filler of your shell. So we want to be able to fit it in there and make it pretty, right? I just added in a tablespoon of olive oil. Okay, now here's where the fun begins. As I said, mindful, because we have had all this pico or remoulade with salt. So I'm gonna then in turn just add my Cajun seasoning. I'm gonna use a 1/4 teaspoon of Cajun seasoning. There we go. I'm gonna use some jerk seasoning. And I'm gonna use some of my jerk seasoning, roughly about a tablespoon of jerk seasoning. I'm gonna mix it in there because I want it to be nicely blended in. I already had my Cajun. I'm gonna touch in just a little of my all-purpose seasoning, about a 1/4 teaspoon of my all-purpose seasoning. Once again, we like our food with flavor, right? Now the olive oil is gonna help to hold on my jerk seasoning to my shrimp. So we're gonna get that in there. We're gonna let that little boy sit here and marinate a little bit. You can also have chosen to use the dry marinade if you choose to. The jerk seasoning, the dry jerk seasoning mix. Or the next time we talk about any kind of jerk, we are going to make our own jerk seasoning. I'm telling you, we're gonna make this thing a mad thing. Just make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Auntie P Restaurant Yard. But we are in for some fun and exciting items ahead of us. As well as my vegetarian people, I have not forgotten you. We're gonna make some stuff as well. We're gonna make some fun, exciting thing, people. Look at this. We're gonna let this sort of sit. I think I wanted a little spicier because I like it spicy, right? Just put half more teaspoon in there because I want my shrimp to say what you're doing, what you're saying. So family, I turned my heat on. I'm gonna add in roughly, I don't want to do a lot of oil because we're literally just sort of tossing the shrimp around. And because we're using the pre-cooked shrimp, we're not needing to cook this for an extended time. And then again, shrimp in itself doesn't take a lot of time to cook. So we just want to get that oil, just some heat to it. I'm then going to drop in all of my shrimp, all of it. Woo! Tell you, that jerk seasoning just sort of went to the back of the throat just now. So we're just gonna let this sit here while the heat gets to it. Let it toss around for about 5 minutes and we should be good. There it is, family. There it is. Some nice jerk shrimp. Turn up. I swear, the fragrance that's coming off of this is similar to that of the fragrance that is coming off of this. I promise you, it's similar to that of standing over a grill when the smoke and the spice just hits you, right? And as I said, I choose to use the smaller shrimp because as a filler, which taco is really just a filler, I don't want this abundance of large shrimp. But again, preference. Welcome. See it there. Literally less than 10 minutes of heat and spice, and this is what we come up with. See the family, jerk shrimp, some remoulade sauce, my pico de gallo, my tortilla shells, and I have here, instead of using lettuce, we're using some cabbage, coleslaw in essence. And I'm telling you, the excitement that's about ready to happen is going to be phenomenal. See it there, family. See it there. Tortilla, some remoulade, Cajun remoulade, which you saw the spices, the jerk shrimp, the pico de gallo, the coleslaw. I'm telling you, the perfect blend to just soothe the heat, but yet keep the flavor, yet turn your taste bud into madness. And just, I'm telling you, jerk shrimp taco, mad antipiga, mad porno. Love it. Like, share, subscribe. Love you, boo-boo. See, family, shrimp tacos, all of it in there. Yeah, I have more. Awesome. Just no other words for it. No other words.